Welcome to EVE Online. I'm Major Freak. Just want to talk a bit about capacitor boosting and stuff like that. We've got a system that allows us to press a button and have our capacitor recharged, in some cases almost instantly. And I've always looked at it as, okay, how big of a cap charge can I put in there? Because the activation time is almost the same time as reload time, and that would mean all I'd be really doing is going effectively a cycle without a boost in order to take advantage of, say, one cap booster in the charge and then use that up and reload. And so I'd have to kind of like have a alternating pattern. Instead of a continuous boost, it would be boost, reload, instead of boost, reload. And I've always thought, hey, that's really cool. But then you run into a situation where if you're boosting past 33%, as you increase towards full capacity, it's like a diminishing returns, because your cap recharge is less at full percent. So why would you be wasting all that capacitor if you're boosting past 33%, right? So if you could boost to 33%, that's your ideal area. And for this one, it's just ballpark, probably like 200. So a 200 cap booster would be great. 150 would be good. Let's see, 150 divided by 522. I'm assuming 33, right? Close enough. Okay, so yeah, close enough to horseshoes and hand grenades. So the idea behind, I like to have the biggest cap booster I can shove in there in the pipe, and then the rest of them will be smaller portions. Recently I talked about, well, you'd have one on the cargo to reload, I'm thinking long-term duration, but then I was like, wait, if you do that, your 400 would load immediately, and then you'd have to unload it and load the smaller charges. So I'm thinking, maybe just keep one in the pipe, and then if you get a chance to dock up and put another one in, great. You can't actually put, in a small capacitor, you can't put the non-navy, because it's 16 and this is 15. And I don't think there's a capacity of 16. It's just, yeah. So that's out of the picture. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking have your Navy Cap Boost 400 in there and boost it. But then I'm thinking, wait, it might be fun to have a really large thing in the pipe that just But I was thinking, okay, well, that might work if you're expecting the battle to only last before you need to cap up again. It sometimes happens, right? So why would you need something ridiculous above what you need here, and here as well? Why would I need something that gives me to own 100% when it's going to be a diminishing return, even initially, even if it would be fun to have that? Because you're just wasting your time, right? So I think I'm not going to get excited about having a big capacitor thing. That might be like what I do with my Bhaalgorn, is have 3200 in the pipe. See if I'm being a noob and doing it completely wrong but I'm pretty sure. Let's see, where are all my stuff? I think it's high. There we go. Yeah, we had a recent battle. This was here as backup. Alright, so capacitor booster. Capacity 128. Alright, so they're all 120 white. This is 160. And probably don't, yeah, because it's remote sim, it doesn't have the cap boosters in there. Charges. Okay, so does it fit? Okay, 120. Oh wow, it's pretty crazy. So I could have one fit in the pipe, and that's 32. It's fun to do that, one in the pipe and then the rest smaller, because you honestly don't need that much. But 32, would it be a smart idea? Is that more than, oh, it looks at. So 40%, that's actually, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I like the idea of having this capital sized cap booster in there. It's like T, you know, but the rest of them I keep as cap booster 800s really. I think you need that. Give me a sec, I'll put in conflag, there it is, conflag, and these are all on, and that's on too, and I think I'd need 800 in there, right? Yes. Okay, so yeah, basically the rest of them would be 800, and I'd have a 32. Apparently, I wouldn't need the Navy. You got to think, right? It's there, it's useful, it's not part of the cargo, it's extra cargo. Why go Navy? Because the only reason you're going Navy is to save on cargo, but you'd be, you know, you'd have, it would be silly to do that, right? There's no real difference, and it wouldn't help you get any more in the tube, right? Even if you had the Tech 2. So that's my thinking, and that's new today. I was like, wait a minute, I really don't need the Navy in there if I've got it in the pipe and nothing in cargo, right? Because you don't want it to reload. You want to be able to choose, okay, now I'm going to start loading my 800s, right? So that's where my brain's going. I like the way my brain's going right now. It's an intelligent iteration on, woohoo, I'm putting a capital size booster in there. You know, from the thrill of the novelty of being able to do that, and thinking it's semi-intelligent, to going, how can we really make this work for us? I'm sure this, like, I'm sure the price difference isn't massive, but it might be. Who knows? Like, we're talking 8,000 versus how much can it be, right? Oh. Yeah, your initial fire off would be totally cheap, you know, to do. It'd be, woohoo, maybe you'd need it during combat. You'd probably do it if it extended, but it's like, it's cheap. You could totally use it, and then you could be down to your 800s, you know? So that's what I'm thinking. So kind of like that idea, actually. Anyways, yeah, that's it for me. I way longer than I thought it was going to be, but it did go in interesting directions, and I do like the idea of going with this. It might really help, actually. Because I'm thinking, how can I do this? Is there some situation where you'd want the maximum? No, there's not. There's no situation where you would want something like that. So in that case, since I'm boosting it to 40%, that's doable. I don't think it's doable for the Astro. Um, Getting it back up to 100% is kind of silly, because why would I want to do that? So I'm actually going to remove that. And yeah, just go with the 150s. Might actually need the 200s. Like, if the battle's lasting more than a minute and I need my afterburner at the same time, I got problems. And that's where my brain goes. It's like, I don't really need to have everything on at once, or else I have problems. If I can't turn off somebody's like warp drive when I get to combat, I got an issue. So yeah, 150s I'm happy with. As for, say, argument's sake, I got this sucker. I've got the Navy boosters in there, 150s. It's fine. I've got the same situation. I have the same mentality. It's lowsec. I got a micro warp drive to get in close, and then I turn off their micro warp drive, and I've got the web. So I don't really need to have the micro warp drive on anymore. And people typically have disruptors, but yeah. That is my thinking. Now, if they have afterburners, the web's going to help me deal with that. But yeah, it's a situation where if they have a scram too, and turning off my warp drive, they're close enough for me to web them and turn off theirs as well. So the whole thing. And this is, whoops, sorry. There it is. Okay, so that's the afterburner. I've got the warp scrambler, turn off the micro warp drive, and get control range with the afterburner. The blasters, it's just, I expect them to have a scram on, and that's why I have this on. I want to be able to go quickly around their ship, and this is usually for tackling bigger objects and keeping it pinned. So yeah, that's the thinking behind that one. And this actually isn't needed. It wouldn't be helpful for me to have this in, so I'm actually going to rip it out. So let's see now. Do I need 200s in here? And they're only normal 200s. Let's see. The thing behind this is the standard caps. You can't fit enough of them. But this one, 3 you can, and then you've got that 4th virtual boost being the reload. So you got 1, 2, 3 reload. So that's why it's stable compared to the 200. Yeah, I think I've got some lying around. You've got a horde of them in a Zeal, my pack raft place. Always good to have some lying around. It's so bulky, annoying Yeah, I got tons, so I'll go get some. Yeah, those are useful examples. I don't... Most of the others I have remote cat transfers, so I don't worry about it. That's my own boost kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, off the top of my head, I think that's about it for my cat boosting. Honestly, the Bhaalgorns and the those ships for Major Domo. All right, cut it off.